What have you got, Steph?
I've got a white wine called Mudhouse from New Zealand.
Mudhouse.
Nice Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
I'm not that fussy.
Yeah.
Throw that
I mean, it's white,
Not
so I know
it is
that much.
White wine.
Yeah.
I bought it because it specifies as a selling point that it's 100% carbon neutral.
Ooh, okay, that's
And
good.
I only bought it today, so I didn't actually look into it that much. But when I saw it, I was like, well, if I'm going to try and be an ethical consumer, I should try and buy things that, have a lower carbon footprint.
Do your bit, you know.
Definitely.
Definitely. I don't know exactly what that means and what the processes involved are, because presumably a wine made in New Zealand still has to be imported to the UK, which surely involves some carbon.
Yeah.
However,
Well,
very nice.
I'm guessing it's the process on the New Zealand side that's
Yeah.
under emissions, and then the transporting bit balances it out.
I would think so.
I'd hope so.
Is it nice? Is it good?
It's okay.
It's okay.
So I'll drink
It
it,
is a white wine.
but I probably won't choose it again.
It's good to test yourself if you've got COVID or not. I mean, everyone's heard that about,
Oh, yeah.
if you want to test yourself, just make sure you're drinking a lot of wine, because then you can keep tasting it, keep smelling it, you know, just making sure that you're okay.
Don't forget to try different ones. A white here, a red there, maybe even a rosé.
Yeah, so you can see the difference.
Yeah,
Because it's not just that if your smell goes, it's that if it just goes a little bit. So sometimes you don't know because you're like, oh, I can still taste it a little bit. But actually everything just tastes the same. I still probably will. I mean, again, in my line of work, I will have to wear a mask anyway. So I probably will still wear a mask when this is kind of, you know, I won't say blown over, but as it is becoming more normal.
Well, to be fair, the kind of masks that you probably wear are the clinical ones. They're just so much more breathable than the ones that, you know, people, like the fabric ones people wear on the street.
Yeah, I've not bothered with the fabric ones. And I always think as well, like, you have to wash them. They're like so much more maintenance. Just get a pack of masks and chuck them. Like,
But then that's the thing.
Unsustainable.
You literally bought wine.
yeah, I know.
Right.
But this is the thing with
Consistency.
PPE,
Okay.
right?
Well, yeah,
I am a
but
hypocrite.
Yeah, but we're not in a clinical setting.
they should
No.
manufacture them in such a way that it's like coffee pods, right? It is a ball ache, right?
Yeah.
To recycle those things, you got to drive to one of two places in the north
Yeah.
in order to like recycle them. I'm not doing it in the bin.
You know
I'm
what?
not doing that shit. But if they just made them more like the Nespresso ones, which are just like foil.
Yeah.
And you can take it to any Nespresso shop, and they're quite.
But we need one more step. It needs to be completely made out of. But the problem is, if it's foil, if it's all foil, aluminium, or aluminum, whatever the fuck. The problem is if it's too small of a piece, it's not worth recycling.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
like one pod on its own is they just trash it anyway.
I learned that like 2 weeks ago, if that, and I'm like
I told you that, didn't I?
did you?
Yeah.
Shit.
Like most places
Like,
just don't bother
yeah,
recycling
so
aluminium.
the rule is if something is smaller than your fist, it's not recyclable. I know everyone has different size fists, but like the general
as a
rule of thumb is
Rule of fist.
Rule of fist.
Yeah.
So loads of things that people think are recyclable are not.
Mm-hmm.
And again, so this is someone who disposes of PPE on a daily basis, which is massively wasteful, but also I have to do it, and it's the best thing to do. So